Many music programs around the state of Oregon are feeling the effects of budget cuts, but perhaps none more so than Centennial High School in Portland. In 2001, the band consisted of just under 200 students and was the two-time defending champion on the Northwest Marching Band circuit. Flash forward to 2011, the band only has 26 members and is struggling to stay afloat. Tim Wells, the band director at Centennial High School, says that there are many factors to this decline.
10 years ago, I think in all activities, not just band, in all activities, people were willing to put in the time and the money to do those extra outside of class time activities. Because of the changing demographics and the cost involved now, people are not willing to put in that time and money. And again, it's not just school budgets that's affected here, it's personal budgets that are affected here. When families can't afford to do it, their tendency is to not do anything.
These decisions do not only impact the size of the band, but they also impact how much money the band can receive. When a school decides to cut funding to the band program, it means that most of the money needed for operations must be funded by the students themselves. Wells said that this becomes a huge problem simply because a 26-member band cannot bring in as much money as a band 10 times that size. Tracy Ross, the band director at Sheldon High School in Eugene, says that without fundraising, the band would not have enough money to operate.
Because we go to all the trips and all the festivals and the competitions, which I have to fundraise all that for. The district does not even give me, they give me about $4,800 for the year, and I have to raise an additional $20,000 every year to do all the things that we do.
Talent level is also an issue. Where high schools were once getting freshmen with 5 or 6 years of experience, they are now seeing students who have only been playing their instrument for 2 years or less. Schools also used to be able to provide multiple classes in order to cater to a student's varying talent levels. However, due to lack of money and lack of enrollment, they are now forced to put all their students into one class. This makes the job of the band director extremely hard.
At the high school level, because we no longer have enough kids to support 2 separate classes, you have freshmen who are at one ability level and seniors who are at another ability level in the same classroom, whereas before those classes might have been split. Well, now we're put together, we have to play the same stuff. So I have to find music that they can play that's a little bit below what the seniors can handle and a little above what the 9th graders can handle.
Many students have a hard time understanding why their programs do not get as much money as they would like. And in a case like Centennial, the program's history sets a high standard that many students wish they could achieve. In the early 2000s, Centennial was one of the most prestigious and award-winning bands in the entire state. Now they have cut their marching program altogether. Nikki Butcher, a senior at Centennial, feels these effects firsthand.
It used to be enjoyable. It was more of a family thing. You know, we all got to know each other really well, got to spend time with each other. Now we all kind of have accepted that we're bad. We went from being really good and accomplishing a lot to being nothing. 10 years ago, when I thought of the Centennial High School Marching Band, I thought of strength and dedication. And now, when I think of the Centennial Band, I think of disappointment and disappointment.
Students may not fully comprehend why schools choose to cut the art that they love, but teachers understand that there are many factors that come into play.
We are not considered a required academic, math, science, English. So when it comes down to I have to cut something, but I have to keep the ones that the state tests on, then I'm going to cut the things that the state doesn't test on. So arts always fall under that umbrella first.
However, many people feel this reasoning does not make sense. Teachers like Ross feel that music plays an important role in a student's overall academic success and should be treated as such.
The more kids you involved in music, the higher the SAT scores, the higher they're going to do well in school. That's nationally, that's brain research right there. That tells students if they're involved in a music class, they're going to score higher on their SAT. I mean, it's been proven time and time again. But yet in the school district, we don't get acknowledged for that because we're not helping increasing achievement. So that's been a message this year that I've been trying to get out there that we do. And kids don't come to school, unfortunately, for math, science, and English. They come to school for music and PE and the electives.
Although Sheldon has seen an increase in student involvement over the last few years, many other music programs in Oregon are not as fortunate. Centennial was one of the first major programs to be hit by the economy, and it surely will not be the last.
We just happened to get hit first because of other situations with the changing of personnel and things like that. But you're going to see other schools really fast. Heritage High School, who had close to 300 kids 4 years ago, now has 80. So it's not Centennial only. There are other schools that are showing the same signs. They're just not out in the public view like we were.
And while money plays a large role in a band's accomplishments, students feel that it should not be the only thing that determines their success.
I would change people's outlook, people's determination. They happen to think that because these decisions have been made, there's been budget cuts, that people have tried to take it away, that means we can't be good and that we can't excel. And nobody can tell us what we can and can't do.
For Amber Wilmarth, I'm Chris Burkhart, reporting for Oregon Extra.